Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are comparing two gold gennelings for Control Rider March. The hero I tested is Stella, resonated with Lilith. Both gennelings are fully upgraded to the maximum gold level, so this is a fair comparison between two maxed out options. Before we begin, I want to make one thing very clear. These tests were made only on a Control Rider March using Stella resonated with Lilith. If you are using a different March style, such as Ray Silence or Berserker, or if you are using different heroes, either normal or resonated, your results may be different. However, I believe these tests still give us a very good idea of how these gennelings perform. Even if the exact numbers change depending on your setup, the overall difference between these gennelings should remain very similar in most situations. So let's look at the results. The first genneling is Rising Heat. The second genneling is Energy Overflow. Again, both are fully upgraded gold gennelings. After multiple tests, Rising Heat achieved 38,200 kills during the battle. The entire march wounded approximately 292,000 enemy troops. Now, let's compare that with Energy Overflow. Energy Overflow achieved 21,200 kills, while the entire march wounded 289,800 enemy troops, which is basically 290,000. At first glance, Rising Heat clearly wins this comparison. It produces significantly more kills and slightly more wounded troops overall. But numbers alone don't tell the whole story. The real question is that advantage worth the investment? Let's look about availability. Rising Heat is one of the hardest gennelings to obtain in State of Survival. It is mainly connected to the King of Fighters 15 collaboration and appeared only during limited events, or now expensive events like Super Tycoon. If you are missed those events, getting or upgrading Rising Heat becomes very difficult, or just not cheap. Energy Overflow is a completely different story. You can collect it regularly through Fountain of Dreams event. Even if you are only receive the purple version, you can slowly combine multiple copies until you eventually create the gold version. This means that almost every player has a realistic path to maxing out Energy Overflow without relying on rare collaboration events or heavy on money. That makes a huge difference here. Now let's compare the practical performance. The total wounded troops are almost identical. Rising Heat finished with around 292,000 wounded troops. Energy Overflow finished with around 290,000 wounded troops. The difference is only about 2,200 enemy troops. Yeah, Rising Heat performs better, there is no question about that, but considering how much easier Energy Overflow is to obtain, I honestly think it offers much better overall value for the average player, for free-to-play player. And if you are a free-to-play player or low spender, Energy Overflow is probably the smarter investment. You can gradually build it through Fountain of Dreams without waiting for collaboration to return. On the other hand, if you regularly buy event bundles and don't mind spending money, Rising Heat is still the stronger genneling. In very close battles, those extra 2,000 wounded enemy troops could absolutely make the difference between winning and losing. Sometimes a small advantage is all you need to secure a victory. So my recommendation is simple. If you already own a maxed Rising Heat, keep using it because it is still the stronger option. But if you are deciding where to invest your resources today, or your dollars or euros, I would recommend Energy Overflow. The performance difference is surprisingly small, while the accessibility is dramatically better. For most players, that's simply a better long-term investment. Of course, this is only one test using one specific March setup. If you would like to see the same comparison on Resilience, Berserker, Infantry, Hunters or different resonated heroes, let me know in the comments. I am always interested in testing new combinations so we can better understand how these gennelings perform across different playstyles. The more data we collect, the easier it becomes for everyone to make smart upgrade decisions. And that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If this comparison helped you decide which genneling to build, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and share this video with your alliance and your friends. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to continue making detailed testing videos like this one. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next State of Survival guide.